Welcome again to Bees Between the Gathered Green, or as I like to call it, Double B, Double G. So for the first show, had to have the person that inspired me to do plants, and that's my mom. So everyone welcome, Mom.
Hi. I am so honored to be the first guest in Brendan's show.
So what we thought for the first episode would be something really cool, is something that ties to us and to our family. So I've got this big bad boy right here, and she's going to explain to you what this is and kind of the story behind it. But I thought this would be fun. It's kind of our first thing to plant and to chat about. I've shown in the picture before kind of some of the plants, and I'll list it at the beginning what they're called. They've got some interesting names on there, or ones I like to make up. So that'll give you kind of a better reference of what they're specifically called, but most of them are succulents, I think.
Right. Yeah.
And this is eventually going to go outside as well. And we'll decorate it and kind of some things like that. But for now, I'll give you over to Mom, and she can kind of talk about this.
Okay. This is called a strawberry pot. It is probably 40, maybe 50 years old. It was my mother's, and it has traveled around from house to house and home to home, and it's just fun. A lot of people do strawberries in them. It's a little late in the season to do strawberries, and many people do hen and chickens. So we thought we would do some hen and chickens and some other succulents. We got some things that will vine and kind of fall down, and I was a little worried too about winter, and I will probably bring it in for the winter. I know some succulents are okay outside, but some aren't. Okay, so that's the story behind this.
Yeah, and I hope you guys like our paper. We put this down, as Mom reminded me. Usually you want to probably put something down depending on what table you're probably potting on. So these are all the coupons. So enjoy. You can enjoy those. But so like I said, what we're going to do is just basically what we would do normally. Just pot it and just chat, and along the way kind of give me some tips and some tricks. Again, not plant expert, but just fun. And between both of us, we've done a fair amount of pots and plants and stuff, and you get to go along the journey with us. But before we do, it's very important that we have something to drink. So for me, I'm going to go a very classic Coca-Cola in my grandmother's glass. So I thought it only appropriate to do that. And then my mom's drink in a very nice little mason jar. What are you drinking today?
I have iced tea, which you never saw my mother without a glass of iced tea.
Well, see, this is why we're doing it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. So we'll put these guys out of our way. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to kind of talk as we go through this. So we got some succulent soil. Go ahead.
I like to put rocks or something in the bottom. Okay. I do have a drainage hole, so I will put a rock around that so the water doesn't just pour out.
Now, would you do that for most plants, or
yes,
is it?
Yes, I like to have something down in there. Broken bricks work well. Broken clay pots work well. Yeah. So anything that just kind of gives it some area where water just doesn't stagnate. Okay, that's probably plenty.
Cool. All right. So, like I said, and depend on your budget and what you want to do. The soil's up to you guys. Usually you can look it up, Google it, ChatGPT, whatever. But since most of these are succulents, we're going to be doing succulent soil.
Right.
And again, and there's a lot of great apps out there, a lot of information out there. So, kind of use what you want. And obviously for money wise, do what you need to do. But we found some really good, just kind of succulent soil that we're going to use. found some random rocks that we've had between both of us.
We are definitely not pros.
No,
I do not hold a master gardener.
Yeah, no degrees here.
You're right, right.
So,
it's fun. Planting is fun.
Yeah, and a lot of it, and she'll tell you the same, is trial and error. I've killed many plants, and still
As have I.
So that's again why there's so much information out there. Just go out there and find it, and then trial and error is your biggest thing, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start on this. So let's get one bag over here, and I'll just start dipping them in. So while I'm doing this,
I think you could probably just pour it in.
Well, I want to do it this way.
Okay, I'll let you.
I do what I want.
So always has.
While we're doing this, I wanted to ask you. So what got you into planting? Is this something you remember watching your mother do? Is this something you did later on in life?
No, I remember helping my mom plant begonias, plant all kinds of stuff in the yard. Actually, my dad's mother, Grandma Gonzer, was quite the gardener. She raised peonies, all kinds of beautiful flowers, took them to church every Sunday. So yeah, I've been around plants. My first job when I was 16 was in a florist, and we did a lot of planting and terrariums and things like that. And it was kind of a tough job because I always wanted to come home with plants. So
sounds like an awesome job.
Yes. So anyway, that's where I started. I actually worked with my boss, golly, 16 years off and on. Sometimes during the summer when school was out, I would also do that. So I've been around plants a long time. And I think I have given my sons a fairly decent education on what type of plant is what. And I get so tickled when one of them will say, "Oh, this is a Dracaena," or "Though this is a hen and chicken," and it's fun. It's a good way to bring your family together.
Yeah, and my brother would say he might know a little bit more about it than me, but I think in recent years, yes, I think in recent years, I may have him on it. You know, now they do. My brother does a lot of stuff outside, herbs and stuff. So he does a little bit more than that than I do. But on the indoor plants, I do pretty well. I do pretty well. You do pretty well, right?
Yes.
But I remember you outside on your little bench, just out here, kind of going from corner to corner doing that stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I thought this would be such a fun show, is because, like you said, been doing it forever. We're doing it a long time. And you can do it in many different ways too. And you got me into it, a few years ago, and now I have, 15, 20 plants, something like that. So it's really something you can do forever, and you can do as much of it or as little of it as you want. Maybe you pick. I do mostly succulents, I would say. I mean, I have a mix of stuff.
Some other, yeah.
So I have some other stuff too, but find a niche that you like and just kind of keep doing it. But I also did a show because I want to figure out other stuff that I haven't done, and this pot is definitely something I haven't done before.
Right.
So, yeah, it's fun just to learn and kind of go along with it. And this just happens to have a story.
And I must say, this pot has been empty for a couple of years. So it's nice to bring it in and do something with it.
It's been calling our name. Okay, so what do you think? A little bit more? Now,
more. Yes.
Is there a level to this? Like, what should we do?
When you plant a strawberry jar and you have these little gaps here, you've got to get the dirt up high enough to get your little plant there, and then the roots will travel down in. And you also want to plant on the top. So I would finish the bag at least.
Okay. Right here. Why don't you dump it in? You scooch over here a little bit. And let's see how much we got.
Okay, let's spread it around a little bit. I still have some left.
Okay.
But you can see here how to get it out into the little cubbies, I guess you call them. That's what Brendan calls them.
Yeah, little cubbies.
Okay.
Little pockets.
Pockets,
there you go. Pockets.
Okay, and I'm going to put the rest.
Okay, so that's one whole bag. All right, how do we look? Should we put a little bit
planting,
more?
Yeah, for planting the plants in here, if we don't make it higher, they're going to be down off low. So I would go ahead.
Put some more?
Put some more.
Okay. And like I said, at the beginning of the show, I'll have up what specific plants we have. Like I said, most of them are succulents for today. Nice.
Okay. I think this might be a good.
Does that look good?
Pretty good level.
So all the pockets are pretty good.
Full.
Yeah, not all the way up on the pot, but it's just to the bottom of the ring, I would say.
Okay. Up, you better come back. I've
get some more.
Just a little more.
Let's do some more. That's a good thing. We can just go with the flow.
Okay.
Okay. See how that looks for us. And we're looking there. Looking good?
Very.
All right, so just so the camera can see here out in front of us, if you get the overhead view of it. So this is what we've got so far. Like I said, a bag and a little bit of the second one, not too much, but we got all pockets ready to go. I'm going to throw on my little handy dandy gloves.
I don't care for gloves. They inhibit my hands.
Whatever they're
unless I'm pulling weeds.
Whatever they're plant Yoda. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this off to the side just for a second. Let's bring in our plants. Okay, Mom. We start with the top, you think?
Yes.
We just kind of start with theirs. So let's put these little guys over here. Oh, we can't forget this guy too.
Yes. And we'll have some space. He probably isn't going to show much. But maybe we'll sit him on some rocks or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We found that with us too.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring this guy back here to the middle. All right, so you think height-wise is good? You think we need to add any more? Because now we're just doing 2 instead of the 3.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't think we need to dig a hole to put them in. I think we could just set them and then bury over dirt around them.
Okay. Now I did hear the little trick that, and you may have heard this too. Sometimes people will put them in their little cases already, and then put the dirt around them, and then when you take them out, you have a perfect little spot.
That's a great idea.
So let's try that. Yeah. So I did see that somewhere. Again, not an expert. Some people say don't do that. Some people say do. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do this. Now, do we need to put it smack dab in the middle?
No.
Do we need to just leave it like it is, put it wherever we want? Maybe right there?
That's fine.
Something like that. And then we'll kind of put the dirt up and around it, right? Okay. So here's that. Okay. So let's do some of those.
Here's my.
You got the little. There you go.
Scooper.
So if you want to dump them in, I'll kind of put it in like that. Awesome. This is going to look cool.
Yeah, I think
definitely a first one for me. This I haven't done before.
And it's been a long time since I've done one.
Yeah, nice. All right, so maybe a little bit more on this end. And then it may not be a perfect little circle for us.
Behind the back of that one.
Yeah. But I think this will end up exactly what we want. So we'll put a little bit more behind it. So I think level-wise, we're getting pretty close. Kind of make sure you get all the dirt around where you want it. I'm going to kind of pack it in just a little bit, just so that when we take it out, hopefully we have a little spot for him to come into. Okay. So let's take out this guy.
That is a really good idea.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Always kind of gentle taking these guys out. And would you usually, if there's a lot of dirt in it, would you still use it with the soil you have, or does it matter? Just break it up, or?
I think I would just leave it
alone
and just set it down in.
All right, so we got this little guy right here.
There you go.
Yeah, can I get him a little
drape over the side?
Yeah,
right.
Got him outward a little bit. Okay, now we'll probably put some more on, but I'm just wanting to take these out. Oh yeah, let's see if that worked.
You can see, yeah, it's
perfect. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it.
That's something I've learned.
Okay,
even
just
at
like
my
that.
age, something new.
Yeah, see now. Like I said, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I think for this purpose, I think it's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, what do you think? Right there is probably okay?
I think it's perfect.
Okay. Now, I would say maybe a little bit more on top.
I would too.
Okay. So if you want to, I'll do it this time.
Okay.
And then you can move it around however much you think. Okay. And again, a lot of this is kind of eyeballing it, kind of just seeing what you think. Again, not experts here. We're just kind of trying it out. And then when you get plenty of soil, you can kind of do this. You can kind of just see how it looks as you go. I think it looks pretty good.
I do too, and I think our little mushroom's going to fit and show.
Okay.
Two.
So I want to get those kind of down there nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think?
Looks terrific.
Do we need a little bit more, a little less?
I don't think so. Not right now. Let's wait till you water, and it may settle a little bit.
That's
too,
true, because
so.
whenever you water, it's probably going to sink down a little bit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we want to put the little guy in here?
Sure.
All right. Where are we putting him?
Right there for now.
Yeah. See, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Already looks cool.
It does look cool.
But now we're going to make it even cooler.
Okay.